Hello and welcome back, Seal community. Today we have a Piltover match, two Piltover matches actually for you today. Our first match of the day is going to be against Apes Together Strong versus Team Harmony Dogwater. Joining me today on stream is Alpha, myself
Oh,
being the Dragon Rider. How's your day going, Alpha? How's it going?
uh, quite all right. I mean, spending some time with my mother, typical Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, it is Mother's Day. Mine's over by the cottage. Super excited to host these matches for you today. This is going to be a VOD review of our week one matches. Without further ado, though, let's quickly go look at our picks and bans here. So, run me through the draft here real quick. What do you see that really stands out to you? What do you like about these team comps, and what do you expect to watch this match?
So one thing I love to see pulled out, and I mentioned this yesterday, that Rumble pick. That Rumble pick is just so strong right now in the meta. Overall, this draft that I see from Team Harmony Dogwater, what a great name. I think they just have a really good read on the meta. Varus is very strong. Silas is always a great pick, especially in your last 4 or 5. Orin is super strong. I believe he's S tier right now, maybe A tier, but still super strong tank in the top lane. Um, the only pick I sort of question maybe is the Karma, but I could see why they wanted to protect that Varus, protect that Silas, protect that Rumble, and all those champions that want to go in. And then looking at the side of Apes Together Strong, that Zac, I mean, super strong jungler right now. I mean, I think he's a little bit undervalued. Leona's always been one of those really super annoying champions to verse. Vladimir's always great pick. I mean, interesting blind pick to say the least, but great pick. I really thought they would have flip flopped the Ash and the Vladimir, but I guess it really doesn't matter. I guess you want to just get that mid priority, take it away. Just don't let it get bend out. I like the Ash pick into what they see so far into the Karma Varus. Along with the Leona, they're gonna have capability to go in and, potentially punish that Karma Varus. Really not sure though. Have to see how that lane plays out. And the most interesting pick to me would be the Volibear. Volibear is a great top laner, great level 1, level 3 pressure. Don't know if I like it into the Orin though, because Orin's kind of one of those champions that can kind of hold his own. And if he does survive that Volibear early, he will outscale that Volibear. So just makes me wonder how will that play out throughout the game. But overall, great drafts by both teams.
Yeah, I love it. I like the or I see. I like Ornn versus Volibear not because of like a meta standpoint, just more of a
Lore.
lore. The lore is,
Yep.
is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
you.
find it funnier when they're on the same team though. I think that's even greater.
Oh yeah, yeah. When you see the Lucian Thresh or something like that as well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you can definitely see that Team Harmony Dogwater here really pulls out like some nice just meta comfort picks that they wanted to pull out. The Rumble, you in the past actually have stated like how Rumble is just an overall great pick just this patch because it's just so strong. With a Varus as well. I like in our Clash games yesterday as well, we were using and abusing the Varus pick. It was just a menace. Doesn't really lose much to a lot of lane matchups that I find personally. I can be proven wrong though. Um, and Karma, just like you said, the exact like just the protection's really good. In my opinion, I think I really like the draft coming out of Team Harmony Dogwater. I think they have a lot of great strong champions personally, and if
Hmm.
they win lane, they can win game, kind of sort of like in that aspect. But
Yes.
on the
Yeah.
opposite flip side, of that the team fight potential on the lockdown CC coming from Apes Together Strong is so good that if they can get the right picks and get the right fights, that Vladimir could probably 1v9 this entire game.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that actually because I noticed the Zac and the Volibear pairing together. Even the Leona, everyone on their team has a capability of engaging somehow. You have Asher, you have Zackle, you have a Leona, I think E. I don't remember what move it is. And you have Volibear queuing in potentially with either Ghost or if he has Chemtank. Chemtank's a little bit bad right now, but we'll see how that plays out as well. Apes together strong. If you get caught on the jungle, they're easy path to victory. On the other side, I would say it's very similar to Team Harmony Dogwater. They do want to catch you out in the jungle, but I think it's better if they catch you out in a lane. They could just go in with Karma, have Silas go in, Orin go in, follow up the Rumble, just super fast, kill you quick, get out. Basically, is what they want to do. Apes Together Strong wants to catch you out somewhere in the jungle, pressure you, make sure you can't leave, and strangle you to death. Basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And without further ado, let's hop into this match. Please bear with us because I am going to be hosting and casting at the same time today. So we're gonna do just a countdown when we get into game, just so we have a good sync for us. All right, on three, one, two, three. Awesome. Getting into game here. I don't think we're gonna see. We might see a cheeky level one invade. What do you think?
Uh, I think if we were to see invade, it definitely have to be by Apes Together Strong. I think that Volibear Zac could be something dirty early, along with the Ashe slowing. But I don't think, based off the way they're setting up, I think we're just gonna get very defensive setups. Nothing too crazy going on level one.
Hmm. Typical 5 point coming out from Team Harmony Dogwater here. Uh, gonna be probably yeah. They're just gonna be looking for lane matchups. I would have liked to see probably Apes Together Strong, trying to see if they can find an early pick on the Varus, because that can really snowball an Ashe into the mid stages and even the late stages of this game to try and keep tempo against the Varus. That's just going to be a scaling monster. Um, as for runes and matchups, what do you feel how every lane's going to be going?
Um, I think every lane has the typical runes you should see. I mean, I will say the comment on Karma's interesting. Maybe you would have seen Guardian, but I do like it for the extra poke in lane. Leona, Lethal Tempo, and Ashe, all that pretty normal. I'm not sure about the Vladimir Electrocute. Not really too. Haven't seen Vladimir all too much, so can't tell you that for sure. I'll actually look that up. But yeah, no, I think everything. The most interesting thing to look forward to in this early game is just to see not the pathing of the junglers, but how far ahead this Rumble can get ahead of the Zac, because he clears incredibly fast.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the Rumble jungle there, you know? Do you know anything like how that goes out for him? What's he gonna be trying to do early, or is he just gonna be hyper farming until level 6?
It's kind of similar to how all the junglers that were made junglers recently work, like Morgana as well. They kind of just want to power farm and maybe get a gank or two off, but they really just want to be ahead of their opponent and, be ready for mid game fights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can definitely see the full clear coming out of the Rumble. He's going over to the Krugs, and then he's going to be heading over to Raptors after that. Bot lane hitting level 2 first, trying to see if they can get any sort of advantage and try and see if they can poke out their lane opponent, but nothing to happen there. And typical trading happening topside. Probably not much we're going to get in this early stages as well. Like you're saying, like the scaling coming out from Team Harmony is just going to be their main focus.
Yeah, it seems like Direct to Cam loves this lore matchup, huh?
Oh,
But I
yeah.
mean, but I mean, looking at it so far, Zac does have the advantage when it comes to clearing so far. I'm kind of surprised to see that actually. I wonder what's gonna happen at this scuttle if anything's too major is gonna happen.
I just like how the two top laners who are casting this game are just like looking at top, going like, "Yes, hit each other, fight!"
Yes.
But
Volibear?
it might be skull crabs are going to be something that's going to be interesting to watch here. This could make or break who's going to get the early level advantage. And saying that Apes Together Strong have prio in both lanes, they're going to be able to rotate first.
Is that a death? Nope.
Ooh,
Or ooh,
close. Two flashes being blown, but no kills going to be happening on the top side of the map there. Volibear gaining the prio because of his early game advantages against the Ornn here in his early game trades were great here. Usually Ornn's actually a little bit better in the early game trades, in my opinion. But
um,
Volibear has that barrier, right?
Yeah, Volibear, if he can get that full combo off with that EQW, if he already has his W stacked on you too, he's just gonna heal and he's just gonna win that trade outright. Like, he just if that E would have landed a little bit sooner, he could have easily won that trade outright. So
Oh,
I mean, he does have the trading power early. It's just as this game goes longer, it's just how well is that trading going to keep going? Because I feel like as this game goes further and further, this Ornn is going to start being tankier and tankier and win those trades because Ornn does an absurd amount of damage for being as tanky as that man is.
right?
Yes,
He's one of my
this is
favorite
why.
champions as well, just for
Oh
that
yeah, for
reason.
sure. Every top laner, if you don't play Orin, there's something wrong. Because I mean, that champion is busted.
I really want to
Frostfire
see. I want to
Gauntlet.
see a Jason Bjorn this game. Okay.
Ah,
Good trading
like
happening topside. No, not a death. I don't. It might be a death. It's close. Ornn has the kill potential here, but Volibear has a lot of sustainability here. I'm not sure who's gonna really
yeah,
come out on top.
no corrupting pots left on the side of Orin. I think this is just a good opportunity for Volibear to back. The wave is going to be pushing back into him. Might TP back. Not too sure. Bot lane seems to have a lot of pressure with this Ashe Leona lane. Just the pressure of that Leona and the Ashe W is insane.
Yeah, not as for CS going, everything's pretty much even. You do see the Vladimir slowly pulling a little bit further ahead than Silas, which is going to be pretty nice. But bot lane and top lane and even jungle, they're all keeping relatively similar CS advantages towards each other.
And you figure with this bot lane having so much power right now, you think Rumble is probably thinking he should start going for this Ocean Drake specifically, because Ocean Drake's going to help that Volibear out so much early.
Yeah, actually, without to bring that up there, who do you feel is going to be getting these early dragons, and who has like the better opportunity to snag them up?
As of now, I would say that Apes Together Strong probably have the advantage simply because of the fact that I mentioned the wrong jungler earlier. I mean, Zach should be trying to go for this dragon because Apes Together Strong have such a strong bot lane right now that they should just be pulling ahead with this dragon lead. Honestly, he could have probably done it right at 5 minutes and gotten away with it.
Fair enough. Very calm
So
game. Very just kind of slow pace, moving around, doing what needs to happen. And Rumble actually being on the bottom side of the map, while Zach being on the top side of the map, we might see something happen bot lane.
yeah, potentially. The interesting lane gank potentially happening here on the top side with by Zach.
Sneaky flubber. No,
Oh, it
he's
seems
just
like he's just
backing.
gonna go back.
He's
Yep.
just
Aw.
bad flubber.
Yeah, but once again, all CS seems to be staying relatively even. This Vladimir's consistently been like a wave ahead, basically. Nothing too serious. Silas is keeping up relatively well, I'd say, because I mean, it is annoying dealing with a champion who can go in the ground every 15 seconds, you know?
Yeah. Big trade coming in the top side. I don't think it'll result in a kill. But he's just gonna be popping some corrupting potions, and then that orange just gonna be perfectly fine.
Yeah, the good thing for the side of Apes Together Strong is that Volibear still has TP. Orin doesn't have TP for quite a while still.
Oh
So,
yeah, Volibear never used it. Yeah, he had a good
yeah,
reset there. So
yeah, so I mean, this Drake is really, really important now, and really, really seems like a perfect time to go for it.
yeah, we might get an all-in from Ornn. I think he has kill potential with the ultimate, and we're gonna see that happen now. There goes ultimate, but here comes
Ooh,
ultimate from Volibear. Gonna get the Uno reverse card, baby. First blood going over to Apes Together Strong. Very well done. And then also on top of that, we're gonna be getting the first dragon potentially here.
that was played amazingly by that Volibear. I mean, just nope. Okay,
I
nothing
don't.
just
Yeah, I
happened
don't
there.
think I didn't think he was gonna get the kill, but it was definitely a valiant try to pick off the Volibear after he's being so low health, trying to get that Rumble ulti down on him, but it wasn't gonna be enough to take him out.
Yeah, and just off that alone, I mean, 1K gold already ahead on the side of Apes Together Strong. And these gold leads and CS leads are slowly pulling ahead in all lanes now, ever so slightly.
Yeah.
And now
It's
it's
looking really good, especially. I mean, this is exactly what Apes Together Strong were needing when we were talking about draft, trying to pull ahead a little bit earlier, because like the only thing that really I feel is going to be their main carry and main late game damage dealers are going to be obviously Ashe and Vlad. So getting these early advantages, again pulling ahead from the ore and pulling ahead from the rumble is going to be crucial in the first stages of this game.
and the great thing about the side of Apes Together Strong is they do have decent tank shred in the Ashe being one of the best tank shredding ADCs, as well as the Vladimir having that ulti that does percent HP, of course.
Hmm.
So they do have their ways if this game does go late to still survive. It's just as this game goes later and later, the easier it is for someone like Silas to pop off in the middle of a team fight with the Orin. peeling for Varus and things like that, right? And the Karma probably keeping Rumble alive to do that absurd amount of damage with that Equalizer and that W as well. So
Hmm. We're gonna see a Cloud Drake gonna be popping up next. This means there's not gonna be a Cloud Soul, so it's gonna be a stat buff. So getting these first couple dragons are gonna be really helpful as well. Getting for Apes Together Strong. Honestly, if they get both of these dragons, they might just outscale, depending on if it was either Mountain or Infernal. Outscale the Ornn and the Rumble Silas as well.
yeah, if they're able to secure it, yeah, Mountain specifically, yes, they will definitely be able to be tanky enough to deal with all of that tankage on the other side. Now the thing is, if they get a quad Mountain stack, then they got some issues.
Oh baby, we got issues. Oh yeah. I can only imagine how tanky Ornn would be with 4 Mountain Souls. A
Oh
mountain
my god,
mountain
it's
stacked with
what?
Mountain Soul, you know?
Yeah, what is that, like 24% extra armor and magic resist, I believe?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god. And plus, Ornn gets from all sources, not just like,
Ooh,
that's
engage
an
happening
interesting
here.
dive.
Here's the TP going out, and the Ornn ulti missing both of them. They are going to get a successful tower dive. The Silas is going to be rotating top lane, but Vladimir's already been pushing in. Silas might be missing out on a lot of minions because of that TP.
Yeah, so Vladimir is potentially gonna even up the minion wave. Maybe, yeah, just reset out after that. Volibear might stay to get that extra turret plate. Then again, Ornn does have TP, so I don't know, maybe be a top laner and overstay, but who knows? Yep, there you go.
Yeah,
Still got the turret
there's
plate.
there's the TP coming out from Ornn, so he's not gonna have that for the next dragon fight. Well, I believe our good buddy Volibear here will have his, depending on what he does after this reset.
Yeah, and
And
Volibear's up 1.1k gold. He's up boots, so I mean, very interesting to see.
yeah, looking at the itemization there, what do you think that Volibear is going to be building this game?
By the looks of it, I mean, Volibear is probably gonna build Turbo Chem Tank. He is one of their main sources of engage. So I mean,
Yeah. Main engage happening bot lane. We got the starting Varus ulti going out, and then the Rumble going to be following up with the Ashe as they were trying to chip down the Varus, but it's not going to be enough. Getting a massive double kill for the Rumble. They are going to be looking onto Volibear. Silas is here. The lockdown should be happening. The Volibear actually flashing out. He's going to be trying to get that kill there. He does get the 1 kill onto Rumble, but it's a 3v1. He will not escape. Shut down, going over to Varus. That is going to be amazing for him. And then we also going to see some protection topside. Ornn's going to be able to get out of that one pretty easily. But that is a good cleanup for Team Harmony Dogwater.
yeah, for sure. And once again, that Rumble, just so interesting to see two Hextech alternators. Not gonna lie, but he just does so much damage in fights. I mean, maybe it didn't look like it, but that Rumble was doing loads of damage. That bounty going over to the Varus is also insane because now he's evened up that gold lead and actually taken ahead the gold lead of that Ashe. Silas didn't really lose too much off of that roam. He's still ahead in gold. Even Ornn has caught up just ever so slightly. They only got 300 gold back, so still down about 800 gold. But that was a really good fight to take on the side of Team Harmony Dogwater.
Yeah, they're going to be looking to fight this because they did go back at a lot of mythics here. They're going to be better off fighting for this dragon. Well, the resets haven't really come out for Team Harmony Dogwater, so this fight would, in my opinion, is going to go in favor of Apes Together Strong.
Yeah, probably. Also, I was wrong when I said he was going to build Chem Tank, Turbo Chem Tank. Thankfully, I was wrong because I do think Frostfire Gauntlet in the top lane is the much better item at the moment, simply because Turbo Chem Tank has been nerfed to the ground recently.
Here's the Rumble ultimate. The smite going down over to the Zac. They're going to get an engage, and then Zac's going to knock up 2 people. The Varus and the Karma are going down. Silas is actually going back in. Is going to be falling down. Top lane, we do have a fight. The ulti coming in from Volibear is going to be snagging up the Ornn, and that is just a massive victory for Apes Together Strong.
And that one hurts. I mean, that's one of the situations that your top laners don't have TP. You know you probably can't beat them in a straight 4v4. I just think it's probably better just to go for that Rift Herald. I know turret plates were about to fall, but I mean, one thing I do say is that I feel like, once again, I said this yesterday, but as a region, I don't think we prioritize the first Rift Herald enough. And clearly in this game, we haven't either because the first Rift Herald is still there. So, I don't know. I just would like to see more teams try to give up maybe that first Drake for the Rift Herald. I do understand though it was an Ocean Drake, but even so, as soon as you saw the next Drake was a Cloud, prioritize that Rift Herald immediately. Don't even worry about that Drake for now.
Yeah, I agree. The teams really don't want to get that Shelly. They just they always
Yeah, it's
opt out
like
for the first two dragons, which makes sense honestly because the dragons themselves have such a higher win rate if you get them early, but you need to counteract teams getting early dragons. You need to do something on the map to create a presence for yourselves in order to get those leads that you need to scale into that late game.
exactly, and I mean that's why I'm saying a simple Cloud isn't gonna do anything much for a team to like snowball a lead, right? So
Hmm.
prioritizing that Rift Herald if you're on the side of Team Harmony Dogwater is just gonna help you balloon a gold lead potentially in one of your lanes. Probably mid lane would be the best because you want that Vladimir to get super far ahead and be able to carry and make sure he can dive onto the players like Rumble and Varus.
Yeah. We're gonna see a really massive, like, just looking at the gold, where the gold's going on on Apes Together Strong. I would like to see more kills onto other laners that aren't Volibear, but Volibear has just been a menace this game in the top lane. Uh, Goon is just being the Goon that he is, and being 4-1. This Volibear is going to be a huge threat in team fights.
Not only that, but Volibear is going to be huge in side lanes. I mean, I know you probably don't think of Volibear as a side laner, but he's Orange is not going to be able to match him for a really long time. So you can just keep bullying him and keep that pressure up in top lane. And maybe if they even want to switch to bot lane up top, I don't think they would do that anytime soon since there won't be a second Shelly this game. But if they did try to do that, they just get that bot tower just simply based off Volibear's pressure, they could easily do that.
Looks like they're actually looking to power dive the Silas here. Seeing this happen, he's
Nope.
just gonna reset. He's not gonna fight the the five members in a Riv Herald. He's like, everybody help, please, please. We're gonna see the Rumble ulti going down, trying to see if we can get some chip damage before the team fight starts. Tyler's actually taking the Leona ulti, looking to see if he can maybe find a pick, but I don't think anything's gonna come of that.
Yeah, he's done that twice this game, actually. I'm surprised he hasn't taken something more like either the Volibear ulti to engage or the Ashe ulti to engage, or even the Vladimir ulti just to do a crap ton of damage.
Yeah, I don't think Volibear's actually been around Silas. I think he's just like opted
Well,
out
other
to
than that
not.
one time.
Yeah, except for that. Yeah, there's only been like that one time where we saw them both bot lane.
Yep.
I think probably if I were Silas, which ulti would I want? You know, I definitely agree with you. Probably the Volibear would be really nice, or if you're looking for an engage, maybe the Ash Arrow. Silas has a
Yeah, I
lot of
mean,
great ultis this game. Now that I think about it.
yeah, the only ulti that like even the Zac ulti to engage would be great. I mean, I don't know if you want to use Zac's ulti. I personally wouldn't steal it. I would definitely steal that Ashe ulti or that Volibear ulti.
Hmm. I
But
want.
next Drake is up in about 40 seconds. So, gotta see if teams are starting to put down vision, specifically Team Harmony Dogwater. So let's see how that plays out for them.
Yeah, they're gonna need to fight for this dragon. They don't really want Apes Together Strong to be on Soul Point because if Apes Together Strong gets Soul Point here, honestly, it'll be not too difficult to grab up at the other one last.
Uh, a little bit of miscommunication there. The Ashe arrow whiffed due to the Zac ulti, but I
Eh,
mean,
You know,
overall looking okay.
it worked. It
Yeah,
works. Yeah.
yeah, it works. But I mean, they get a free Drake off of it, thankfully. But
Yeah.
would have wished to had that in case something fishy went down.
I really hope this doesn't have consequences in the future.
Yeah.
There goes the ultimate from the Rumble. They are going to be looking for an engage. They do see the Leona, but I don't believe they're going to have the damage to get the steal here. They will try for the steal, but you're going to see Apes Together Strong picking up Soul Point, and it is going to be a Mountain Soul this game as well. So you were talking earlier about having Mountain Soul being a late game menace for Apes Together Strong, and it's actually really helpful for them to have that sustainability because no one on Team Harmony Dogwater is going to be able to burst them down, and Varus Qs are basically going to be useless this game if that happens.
Yeah, and I mean, this is probably the best case scenario for this, other than Ocean Drake maybe, but those just base resistances are just going to help you so much because Team Harmony Dogwater have a lot of sustained damage. The only burst they really have would be Silas, I guess. And even still, that's not going to do very much. It's still more sustained damage than anything. So if you're the side of Apes Together Strong, you're feeling really good right now.
Hmm. Been a relatively slow game. The gold lead's only about 1k, so it could swing into the other's favor if they're going to be able to get that Ornn to get his levels. He's only level 12 right now, but he really starts to peak after level 13 when he gets those ornaments going out.
Yep. And I mean, first game we've casted with not averaging 1 kill a minute. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
right? Unheard of.
But absolutely amazing.
Now, I do have
I
a
mean,
question for you as well for the Baron. Because Apes Together Strong is so strong right now with those team fight potentials, do you reckon that they're going to be grabbing that early Baron, probably even trying to get a pick and then look for something in the top side of the map?
I personally think, I mean, Ornn's been sitting up top side, right? But I think if they see Rumble even slightly just down bot lane for a second, they might just rotate to that Baron and take it immediately as soon as that Rift Scuttle is down, by the way. So within the next 2 to 3 minutes, maybe they start looking for Baron, but I don't know. It's probably not going to happen until about 30 minutes, knowing how most teams like to play it slow and not take the stupid risk like most of us silver and gold players.
We're
No, but
just
I mean,
let's just pull a Dignitas, okay? We'll get the Baron,
yes,
right?
yes. No. We'll steal the Baron.
Yeah, we'll steal the Baron. You ever like
I would,
see those like despicable memes, like where the guys just like get the like, we'll go steal the moon, and then he goes and turns the next page, and then like the plan
yep.
didn't pan out.
Yeah.
We're gonna see an engage bot lane. I don't know if that Silas can really fight in a 2v1 scenario. I don't really like seeing him face off and hold the bot lane turret by himself here.
Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, and he doesn't even know the Zach's still there. I mean, there is a rumble in case something does go down. Oh,
Yes.
okay, nothing too fishy.
Feeling the Leona ultimate as well. I don't know if he's gonna make anything of it, but it looks like they're gonna be doing a reset and holding off, and like we were stating earlier, just farming up for that next dragon, because this is, now that you've given the team 3 dragons, you need to fight, and it's like game over if you let it happen again.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, this is why, like, going back to the point where I feel like more teams should, this is probably gonna sound terrible. More teams should play like TSM, right? They love to prioritize. It's terrible to say, but they love to prioritize the early Rift Heralds. And I mean, they're so good at rotating their bot lane up specifically to get those Rift Heralds. This Zach keeps trying to go in.
If I ever see a
All right.
team just start prioritizing referrals, I'm gonna look at you and be like, you caused this. This is the new TSM now, Steel. Engage
I
happening
mean,
bot side, and they get that nice turret dive going down. Rumble ultimate going out. They're gonna get the volley bear down here. Here's the Ornn. He was trying to get the double knock up, but gets interrupted. He's gonna get a double land on the dash. They do grab the Ashe. Is he gonna be able to escape though? I don't believe with this lockdown CC from volley bear he's gonna be able to leave. The Ornn is tanky. He gets another double knock up, getting a double kill onto the Leona, and they're looking for more, but they are going to be picking up those kills. The Zac picking up both of them, and in the mid lane we see Varus and Karma take out the Vladimir.
okay, kind of weird. Okay, so across the map, they salvaged that play. That was a 3 for 3. I mean, I think it is better on the side of Apes Together Strong. They have their 2 strongest members alive. Drake is about to spawn, and they still have their jungler up, while the side of Team Harmony Dogwater do not. But it doesn't seem like that's going to matter all too much because people are respawning now as we speak. There is TP on Silas as well if they do want to do something. But I found it amazing. Both top laners TP at the exact same time. And, I mean, it turns out that it was really crucial for both sides. Ornn got a double kill. Volibear came in, immediately ulted. I mean, just overall good fight for both teams. Just now let's see what happens at Drake, because a lot of ults were expended for that.
Yeah, this is going to be big. This is a make or break moment right here. And we do see the Zac, we do see Leona. They're all rotating. Here comes the Silas. What's going to happen next? Keep an eye on this dragon. They are going to be bursting it down. Silas actually getting the Volibear ulti. He should be engaging right now. They have to do something, folks. They need to do something to save this game. Come on, and they do not get the dragon. Now the engage coming in from Apes Together Strong. They do get the soul. Here comes the ultimate coming up from the Volley Bear. The ultimate going up from Silas to disengage, but the Karma is left alone. She's going to be stunned up and CC'd down by the Volley Bear. They're looking for more. The double knockup from the Zac. Here comes the Ornn ultimate. They are in a little bit of a choke point. 3-man knockup from the Ornn, but it's not going to be enough as the Zac takes out the Karma. They are looking onto the Silas. Ashe is going to be shredding this Ornn, and he is going to be falling very shortly after that. Krug's actually becoming a saving point for the Ornn, but not for long. The Silas is going to be falling, and a huge victory for Apes Together Strong. And I am in awe how well they played that. They got the dragon, they kept their cool, they kept it calm. As soon as they got the dragon, the immediate reaction from the Zac and from the Volley to engage and then get the double kill. That was honestly for me the nail in the coffin. I don't know what you can do except for get those ornaments on the side of Team Harmony Dogwater. But after you let Soul go over on a team that can have such a strong team fight, they have to do some crucial plays. They have to pull out some G2 level comebacks here.
Yeah, and I mean, this Rumble pick, I was hyping it up so much before the game, but Rumble just hasn't been able to do all too much, and Zac has just got ballooned to almost 2k gold lead ahead. So
yeah,
they're so tanky on the side of Apes Together Strong.
Can you blame him? 7-0-3. This guy is a monster.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, let's look at vision too. I mean, it just seems that Apes Together Strong does have a slight vision advantage across the board, and so it makes sense as to why they're able to secure all these objectives. And even just looking at wards on the map now, they have wards all around the bot side. You figure those are going to start rotating up towards the top side now, as the Baron is the next big objective on the map.
Ornn is level 14, so he's going to be upgrading and slowly getting his team that extra 1,000 gold per player. But you're going to need to do some incredible plays, and they're going to need to get this Baron or get something here. It's going to be interesting to watch, but team fights are going to be going in favor of Apes Together Strong from here on out.
Until about, if this game was able to be stalled out until about maybe 40-45 minutes of the game, maybe you could see a turn on the side of Team Harmony Dogwater, but I don't know if they're going to be able to turtle for that long just based off the aggressiveness of the Apes Together Strong in the most recent fights.
Yep. First ornament going out, going on to the Varus here. That's going to be really nice for him, as he's going to need to do some shredding and taking care of that front line. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. I guess he's the best person to have it on. I think that's the right choice.
For sure. I mean, he's the only one with a gold lead. But I mean, I would say if you wanted to upgrade him second, you could upgrade the Silas and even his matchup up maybe a little bit. Is kind of what I would be thinking as well. I don't think it's always the best this is my own philosophy. I don't think it's always the best to upgrade someone who's in the lead, I guess, so to speak, because then you could power up someone else to get even and still survive in a side lane, especially if they're a strong side laner like Silas is. Just to get in that extra 1,000 gold advantage, quote unquote, is very important in my opinion. So I mean, maybe even upgrading the Silas first would have been great.
I agree. Silas actually being in the bot lane, doing a 4-1 split. They're doing a good job of macroing the map here on Team Harmony Dogwater, which is nice. But we're going to see the engage. Here goes the Zac. He's going to be going onto the Ornn. Zenith Blade just missing the Ornn. And the Rumble ultimate is down. Here comes the TP from the Silas. That is a bad spot there for you, buddy. He's going to be in the middle of all their teammates. The Volley Bear is going to be going in, getting that Varus, getting the shutdown onto him. And the Vladimir is going to be onto the Karma. The Karma is going to be falling shortly after. Double kill going on to the Volley Bear. Another knock up onto the Ornn. He is a tanky boy, but it's not going to be enough to escape here with the sustain and lockdown from the Volley, from the Zac. And the constant DPS coming out from the Ashe and coming out from the Vladimir. This is going to be a Baron pick for sure. And slow victories are all going to be assured for Apes Together Strong.
That's absolutely insane. Volibear is so tanky. He said, I don't care about whatever Team Harmony Dogwater throws at me. He just stood in between 4 of them and killed all of them, basically.
Yeah, he did. His team was doing something else. Volibear's like, don't worry, guys. I got this. Hold my beer. And he just goes right
Pretty
in.
much.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, he stood in between 4 of them, got 2 of them before anyone really helped him whatsoever. So, I mean, it's just looking like a pretty much finished game for the side of Apes Together Strong, and this could probably close it out strong unless they do something extremely dumb, like dive into their fountain. This game seems all but over.
Yeah, at this point, what like this I don't know. I'd be pretty tilted, not really knowing how to really pull this out. I guess you just kind of pray for the Ornn and like you said, pray that they run into Fountain.
Yeah,
But
so I mean, the biggest thing you would have had to do, and I mean, it kind of sucks because they were basically ace. But after that, the only thing they really could do is shove out all waves as far as possible, and try not to overextend, and pray they don't take any of your inhibitor turrets
mhm. They do have
or
Ornn in a
limit them
side
to one.
lane now, probably trying to get to level 15, try and get some extra 1,000 gold to everyone. But what can you do when you have a Zac and a Volibear being so tanky in the front line and being unable to be killed as well as they just like get to freely go from their front line to the back line?
I
Ah,
mean, it's just ward coverage. Honestly, is all you can do. You just have to make sure you have every single flank possibility warded. But I mean, oh, that's
here comes the engage. Zashiro going out is going to be able to lock down that Rumble. The Ornn going to be getting that double knockup, but it's not going to be enough as they keep trying to fight. But that's not going to be good enough. The Ornn is going to be doing as much as he can, and he falls short. And then the stopwatch coming out from the Volibear is going to keep him alive as they are going to be able to end through bot lane.
yeah. And Eldrake is up, but I mean, of course, they don't need it. Baron's still up, so this is just an easy push to the finish and a very clean game on the side of Apes together strong.
Yeah, this is like very cut. They knew exactly what they were drafting for. They knew exactly how to play their lane matchups here, and they did it expertly well. And a well-deserved GG for Apes Together Strong. Really excited to see what they're going to be pulling out for the next game. What do you feel are our ace and MVPs?
Okay, so MVP, that Chad Volibear. Going in no matter what. I mean, I will say Zach had a very good like runner up. Very amazing game as well. Zach was everywhere. Rumble could not do anything in that game. I mean, it's just it feels bad, man. But I would say our ace has to be that Varus. He constantly had pressure, not pressure in that lane, but he constantly maintained the gold lead into a lane that was very difficult for him. He was always pushed up against his turret, but he was ahead almost 1,000 gold that entire game. Even at the end of the game, was still up in gold. So I mean, was doing a lot for his team. Just sadly couldn't get anything done with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give my MVP over to the Zach. I feel like Volibear's dominance in lane was attributed to the amount of pressure he was given by Zach. You saw him come top constantly, time and time again, as every lane was all pushed in, but Zach was still able to make opportunities to make plays. And in every team fight, I saw him do double knockups. He was just keeping the CC locked down. He was able just to make sure his back line was going to be able to do the DPS there. There were a couple times where he ganked his own team as they fired an Ash Arrow and then he ulted them out of the Ash Arrow. But you know what? Zach played like an excellent performance this game, and his score is also phenomenal, going 8-0 and 5. And yeah, I definitely agree. Varus, good for the side of Ace, the Ace for the Team Harmony Dogwater. Played his heart out, but unfortunately was unable to really perform, even in a team fight scenario where Volibear's jumping on you and Zach's jumping on you. It's almost a feat in itself that he only died 3 times this game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they were all dive, and I mean, congrats to him. But like once again, it sucks that the team couldn't pull through and get a dub.
Yeah, so when we come back, folks, we will go into game 2 of Apes Together Strong versus Team Harmony Dogwater. So stay tuned. Welcome back, folks, and we are going to be heading into Game 2 of Apes Together Strong versus Team Harmony Dogwater. What a great performance from Apes Together Strong in our first game, coming in with the clean victory there and really just showing us like win game, win lane, and their macro was incredible that game as well. Any takeaways for you from that first game we just saw?
I will say that Apes Together Strong had a really strong bot side early. That Ash Leona did keep good pressure onto that Varus, but I will say that Varus player very good in the champion. Maybe something to look to ban away, or it was really only the key bright spot on the side of Team Harmony Dogwater. So maybe something to look to take away on the side of Apes Together Strong.
Absolutely. Let's actually look at these picks and bans and see what changes from game 1 to game 2 here. So, Alpha, what do you feel happened was different from the draft here from the last game, and what's most notable as well?
So bands seem to say relatively the same. I'd say there was a few changes, but nothing too crazy. That Leona seems to be a huge priority for Apes Together Strong on blue side, still first picking it. So I mean, kind of surprised not to see either the Ash or the Leona banned away on the side of Team Harmony Dogwater, but I guess they don't see it as such a big issue since the Varus did pop off on their side. So Leona first pick, cool. Followed by the Udyr, still think it's a really strong pick. Maybe not the best pick. You still have the champions like Morgana and Rumble, but I mean, I guess the Rumble didn't work out so well for you guys, so I understand the change and going towards one of those meta picks just a few patches ago. Udyr is still a really strong champion. Followed by the Karma, they seems to be a very good comfort pick, something they play very well on or very decently on at least, and something they can get things done on. Followed by the Vladimir, they played it amazingly last game in the mid lane, and it's one of those flex picks that can go anywhere. Followed by Skarner, I personally think Skarner is a really strong champion. One of my more favorite junglers when I do play jungle, so a little biased there. And Kassadin, always one of those champions that you look to scale and just be a menace in the late game. And then you have your Aatrox, Jinx, two very strong champions. Kled, super annoying. Shen to not have that global pressure. Cool, great bans. Then you pick your Ashe to stick with that Leona again. Surprised it got through in the second phase, but you still have it. Good for you. Followed by that Volibear seems like something you want to take away. That's great. But then you pick the Varus again. That's cool. Then the interesting thing to see was that they picked Talon, so they flipped the Volibear up. I mean the Vladimir up to the top lane. So it seems they want to make Volibear's life miserable and not let him have as dominant as game as the side of Apes Together Strong's top laner did the game before. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that top lane plays out. That the Vladimir can get a very big advantage versus that Volibear, and to see how big of an advantage that Allen can get versus that Kassadin, since I know Kassadin isn't a very good champion early. And even if the Ash Leona lane can win even harder early than they did last game, because last game that Varus did keep up very well.
Hmm. I completely agree. Yeah, I'm super excited to see what we're going to be pulling out here. Without further ado, though, let's jump into game and we can talk more about our lane matchups and how we think that they're going to be rolling out. Okay, on three. One, two, three. Alrighty, rolling into game here. Probably gonna see the same thing as last game. Probably typical 5 points from both teams. Um, I don't think Udyr will be starting E or doing anything cheeky here. Apes Together Strong are very comfortable in all of their lanes. I feel like they're not really worried per se of a uncomfortable time, and in they're very confident in their abilities to get presence in the lanes to help their jungler for those early crabs. How do you feel the early game's going to pan out for both teams?
I think that Apes Together Strong, although drafting blue side, found a really good way to get counter picks in draft and have a really strong lane setup across all three lanes actually. And one key thing to mention on the side of Team Harmony Dogwater this game is that I don't think he did this last game, but he brought Hail of Blades for those early trades. I think that's a really good rune if you want to do great early, get that pressure in lane early. But I don't think they'll be able to get the pressure in lane early with that Karma Varus as we saw last game. and he also brought cleanse. So very interesting to see how that might play out.
Hmm. I do like the Vladimir top lane into the bully here. Obviously, during draft, you saw that Vladimir was picked before Kassadin, and so Kassadin was intended to be a counter pick here, but in now being counter picked by the Talon assassin mid lane. So run me through that really quick.
So I mean, I will say that the Vladimir or the Kassadin counter pick in the Vladimir was a quite an interesting counter pick to say the least. I think it's just they thought it was a lane that Kassadin could survive and be more effective than that Vladimir late game, as he was a menace in the late game. Maybe not as much of a menace as like the or the Volibear and the Zac last game, but he still was such a menace in that those late game team fights. So I just figured they wanted something that could scale just as well as that Vladimir. But Apes Together Strong did an amazing job of recognizing that and giving their top laner a great matchup into that Volibear as the game progresses.
Hmm. Now, how do you feel about the Vladimir into Volibear now, though?
The Vladimir into Volibear, like I said, the Vladimir is the Volibear might win a few early trades before he gets pulled and stuff, like exactly how it's happening now. Very good trade by the Volibear, actually. But yeah, so this Volibear is gonna win some early trades. He is a very aggressive laner, and you want to try to get kills early on that Volibear, or else you are going to fall flat on your face as soon as this Vladimir starts hitting level 4, 5, and 6. And looking at Talon mid lane, he's already pulling a little bit ahead in CS. I mean, that was a great counter pick for the side of Apes Together Strong as well. Garner's going to fall behind a little bit in farm. That Udyr's already done his full clear and is about to go to Scuttle, and they're going to meet in the same Scuttle. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, though, on the side of Team Harmony Dogwater. Because although he's done this full clear, Skarner is there first. So yeah, he's probably just going to take his back and go down to the bot still.
Yeah, interesting to just give up the Skarner there, but both of his on the side of Apes Together Strong, they both had Prio, so it's smart on the Udyr to actually reset and then just take the other Scuttle, knowing that
Yeah.
he's not going to be able to have the presence from Volibear or Kassadin.
It would be interesting to see the Skarner try to run straight down since the bot lanes are even. And Talon does have Prio mid. Yeah, it seems like that's exactly what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
So I wonder how that will play out. And that's exactly why Volibear, that was a great pick into Volibear for the side of Apes Together Strong.
Yeah.
Although Volibear getting really aggressive here.
Yeah, he might be able to make something happen of this, but I don't think he's going to be able to kill. Flash coming in from Volibear, flash coming up from the Vladimir. Nothing to see there, but and most notably as well, during all of that kerfuffle, we saw the Skarner double crab the Udyr, which is going to be really helpful for him to keep up with that insane clear that Udyr has.
Yeah, and I mean, Skarner still has one extra camp up, so I mean, he could potentially get a little tiny lead off of that, and potentially use that to go down to that Drake and potentially secure the first Drake of the game. I do figure he probably resets after getting either Raptors, or if he wants to be greedy, go take those Krugs and get full boots and get that back off. So he can hit level 5, I believe, if he clears topside as well after that.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested because Gromp having one of the best scaling experience there to opt out to not take it early could harm him a little bit, but he compensated for getting the double crab.
Yeah, I mean, if I were Skarner right now, I would be greedy and go clear topside just to get that bit of experience, but it seems like he wants to go straight to the dragon.
Actually looking for
Or
bot
going
lane
bot.
here. They are overextended. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to escape from the Skarner's grasp. The E goes out from Skarner, getting the stun out. Here comes the flash stun from the Leona. Varus is going to have to actually flash away here and does live. Very great disengage from the Varus Karma here. They blew almost all of their summoners bot lane. Leona going in for the flash ignite, not being able to kill the Varus is going to be really helpful for them. But Skarner now has Prio to take this dragon.
Fairly aggressive flash from the Ashe, I'd say. I don't think she had to flash. I do like the flash from Leona, though, to try to secure that stun. But it does turn into a free Drake for them, so this is actually... You're very good on the side of Team Harmony Dog. Oh, wait.
No, yeah, no, they switched. I was thinking the same thing. You know, I was like, which
Yep.
Sometimes always
About that.
confuses me when
Yep.
teams switch like that. And we're gonna see possibly a engage happen onto the Vladimir. I don't think he's gonna be able to escape from 3 members of Team Harmony Dogwater, and he's going to fall in the kill going over to the Udyr, which is gonna help him out a lot.
And I was saying that lane matchup should be very difficult for that Volibear, but he's holding his own quite well and using that champion that just bullied him out of lane last game to a very high level. So just shows you the strength of Volibear
Hmm.
and how I am a little bit slow. No, I'm just kidding.
None. And I'm surprised this Talon hasn't like been killing this Kassadin early game. It just shows how well Kassadin's been playing safely and also being able to keep up with any farm against the Talon. Um, it's just really good because Kassadin can become such a menace in the late game, like we were talking earlier, where he can carry away games after he gets his items and gets his levels. There's no catching the Kassadin, there's no killing the Kassadin, but the Kassadin will come in and absolutely one shot some of these members of the side of Apes Together Strong.
Yeah, for sure. And that gold lead, I mean that yeah, gold lead and farm lead in the top lane is absurd. 600 gold lead just off those 21 creeps. And that gold lead in the that farm lane in the bot lane just a little bit over under a wave. Nope, a wave. And yeah, I was saying that the Ashe should have pressure in this lane, but it seems to have been pretty stable all game, and this Varus is doing exactly what he did last game, keeping even or being ahead at all times.
Hmm. Very well performed, great performance out from the Varus as well, just because even after that gank, not dying and then being able to sustain in lane long enough to keep up and even get ahead is going to be really great as he performs later and later into this match.
I will say though that that early, I mean, I do say I love the early Rift Heralds, which I do think Skarner should attempt to go to within the next like 2 to 3 minutes. He might be starting it up now, actually. Nope, just something else.
No, no, we don't do those here. We know.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're not getting Herald. We don't need them.
Sag. No, but the one good thing on the side of Apes Together Strong is they did get that early mountain, so it does give them a little bit more survivability in lane, especially early, so that about 1k gold lead isn't feeling so strong so far.
I feel like I'm watching Korea here. It's like literally can't kill. What
Yeah.
it's been almost 10 minutes, guys. Where's my blood? Where's the blood?
But the opposite thing about Korea is they love their Rift Heralds.
True.
Yeah, I forgot what champion it was. They're like, yo, why do Western players focus dragons
Oh,
so much?
yeah, I remember that. I can't remember who it was though, but I remember him saying, I think because of the MSI, he went into the European servers. He's like, they just love dragons.
Yep.
All they fight for.
Yep. Meanwhile,
But
Koreans,
fight at Rift Herald. Ask and you shall receive, Alpha. And now we're gonna possibly see some action. Bot lane's going to be able to take out that Ashe potentially, but no, they are going to get that Ashe arrow into the Leona stun and maybe even turn it onto the Varus. He is going to be able to escape, but Ashe is too low to pick him off or even be able to stay in lane. Because if she gets hit by one Karma or one Varus Q, she's done.
sucks to see him miss that cannon. But
Wait a minute. I didn't even watch the Rift Herald go down, but they got it. They got... Skarner does pick up Rift Herald.
oh no, Karma got solo to play gold. Upsetting. I mean, congrats to Karma, I guess. You're a little bit more rich. But it does suck to see Varus doesn't get that. But he still does have that 10 CS advantage, and it's looking really good for him.
She is the ADC now.
Though, yes, for sure. But I will say that Ashe arrow was amazing and very clutch on the side of Apes Together Strong. That would have been a very free kill going over to Varus, and yeah, I mean, great outplayer there.
Mm-hmm. And the Dragon coming up here, we might see Apes Together Strong prioritizing this, as we saw last game, to get that next Dragon. They do get the wards out, but Ashe and Leona are going to be not having their ultis in time for this fight. If they sell it out, they might get it, but I don't know if there's going to be able to stop um, Team Harmony Dogwater from putting such pressure onto it. Like, bot lane needs to reset here.
I would say honestly, if I were the Apes together strong right now, I know it isn't the best Rift Herald usage, but if you want to put pressure on the map, just release that Rift Herald mid and try to go for Drake as soon as you can.
Yeah. They're doing Apes Together Strong are doing a really good job of stalling this out and waiting for the Ashe ulti and the Leona ulti, which are now up, by the way, and they are going to be going onto this dragon. Let's see what's going to happen of this. So they're just going to pick this up, actually. No real contestation there. Ashe missing a couple waves bot lane because she was trying to pressure the dragon, which is going to be really unfortunate for her as she falls further and further behind of this Varus, making the Varus even stronger and stronger. Um, Great job for getting that counter dragon. They don't want to see what happened last game. They don't want to give up those early dragons anymore. And now that they have that Cloud Soul, it's really nice to get that early Cloud Soul for that additional ulti, 10% CDR, I believe.
Now, the big question here is which team will probably use the Ocean Drake better? Because looking on both sides compositionally, they are very similar. You have the two, well, I don't know, top lane is the only really discrepancy. You have the two sort of tanky top laners, but not true tanks. You have the two sort of tanky junglers, once again, not really true tanks in my opinion. Skarner more of a tank than Udyr. Then you have the two mid laners, which you would classify as assassins. And you have the 280 carries and the Karma. I would probably say the side of Team Harmony Dogwater would probably want that Ocean Drake a little bit more, though, as we have no fight in the top lane.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Honestly, most teams here, they're just like looking to take it away from the other team at this point. So like, no,
Yeah.
I'd rather have it on us than have it on you, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's not really better on any team. Maybe the Karma would use it better than Leona would, but I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if Vladimir gets it, it's kind of like you can't kill it ever again. So
Yeah, I mean, good thing for the Vladimir, though. He was having a really tough early game. This gold lead, I mean, nothing more than just like a pair of boots basically right now, a little bit less than 300. And so really good for Vladimir, has that lane even up, and as the game goes on, that will probably be a easier and easier matchup for him as he continues the lifesteal off this Volibear as he refuses to build Grievous Wounds.
you know, I'm having a good time watching both these teams try and run after the Volibear and run after the Udyr. Oh, and we do see an engage. Here comes the ultimate coming out from the Volibear. He's going to be able to escape, and the Udyr is going to run, boy, run, as he goes into bear stance and gets out of there. Kassadin as well around there. All of this is for a red buff, by the way. I don't think it's worth it to really put too much contestation on it, but I'm glad that no one died because of it.
I believe that the Skarner probably ulted a bit too early. They could have probably secured that kill had they just used the E stun and just kept autoing him, and had someone gotten low then suppressed him. And I don't think, yeah, he wouldn't have been able to get away because he would have never had the chance to use his ulti. But, you know, those are just little things you can look in hindsight. And I mean, I understand why it happened.
Yeah, it's so hard for Skarner to literally to catch any of these memories. He's like, I'm gonna get him, and he's just constantly screaming, "Why are you running?" As he's trying to grab an Udyr or even a Kassadin or a Volibear. I feel like he might have an easier time catching the Varus, but he tried that before and it didn't work because Karma exists and she can also help Varus run away.
Yeah, that's the only. That's the honestly. I was saying the Karma pick was a little bit suspect the game before, but I mean, into a Skarner comp, very good pick because you literally just ult your whole team out basically, and he will never be able to unless he builds Chem Tank, which he did. But even that isn't as good as an item as it used to be. So I mean, just
Yep.
makes you wonder how effective this Skarner will be as the game progresses. Because by the looks of it, not very.
Flash engage coming in from the Varus. It is not going to be enough to take out the Talon, though, as he ults and goes in invis to protect himself here. And now the Leona and Talon have to reset. No deaths. None shall die. Immortal beings.
And I mean, gold lead still relatively even. I mean, 200 on the side of Team Harmony Dogwater, but I'd honestly give the edge to the team with a turret and a Mountain Drake at the moment, with the next Drake spawning in about 50 seconds. So this is going to be something very interesting to look forward to, because At this very point, Apes Together Strong does look like the stronger team, but Team Harmony Dogwater does have the stronger AD carry currently. But Varus did go lethality Varus, so
Oh
I
no.
don't know.
Yeah, that's a dead Varus. The one time Varus wasn't with the karma by her side, that Varus is dead. Good on Skarner for that read, and a great pickup as well, tying the score up 1-1.
They're
And
going for a
engage.
rift.
They're doing the Rift Herald, baby, but I'm not sure if they're gonna have the teammates to do so. And they get
And it
the
got
Shelly
stolen.
taken away from them. They get the kill taken away from them. They had the numbers disadvantage. I don't know what was the call there, but it was such a risky play to even go for that after you saw the Varus get picked off in the mid lane.
That is one of those tilters if you're on the side of Team Harmony Dogwater. Great mid tower taken by the side of Apes Together Strong. Maybe you have the Vladimir rotate bot, push out that bot wave, maybe apply some pressure to that tower. But overall, great sequence of events in the past minute for the side of Apes Together Strong.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a rough call by me. Like just seeing that happen there, you saw the Varus picked off, and I you knew they were mid, so it's it's
I mean,
it's a risky play that you have to make because Rift Herald's going to be despawning, but at the same time, I don't think it's worth the kills and the numbers
you go
disadvantage
for
to risk it.
you go for that Rift Herald either with Varus with you, or you go for it after your dragon fight. Because as you said, the Varus did die mid, so you know they're mid, and everyone's off the map. So where else could they be? Dragon's not up yet. So it was an easy rotation for the side of Apes Together Strong to check that. And Vladimir.
I think they're going to go for the tower dive here. They are going to go engage. There goes the volley ultimate. They are going to be picking off this Vladimir here. The kill going over to the Cassin, which is going to be really nice. They are still fighting. Volibear is going to be able to escape here, I believe, as he flashes away, but he is going to go into the embracing arms of a potential Talon and Leona. Nope. All right. Great rotation and great pathing from the Volibear gets him out of there.
Good instinctive flash by that Volibear, because I know if it was me, I would have never flashed. I would have just ran right past him and probably died to a Leo coming to ruin my life. So, I mean, I will say once again, Apes Together Strong does have a slight vision lead across the map. Currently, not really. They side of Team Harmony Dogwater does have that river warded out really well, actually. But I would say start rotating that vision up towards the Baron, maybe if you're the side of Apes Together Strong. See if you can get something early. But I mean, knowing the way this game's played out last time, it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen.
Mhm. Yeah, it's we're just seeing the slow progression, and I want to know your opinion. Actually, who do you think scales better in versus both these teams? In my opinion, I feel like Team Harmony Dogwater has the better scaling comp, just because Cassidy is just known for being that late game monster, and Varus is eventually just going to be doing like 3K if he's going lethality Varus. No, he's doing. Is that lit? Yeah,
Well,
that is lethality Varus.
yeah, I was gonna say actually, I think since he went lethality Varus, their scaling is slightly worse. I would like to see the Kraken Slayer on hit Varus, simply because I just feel like you can output so much more damage in a fight if you build something like a Kraken Slayer Ginsu's into like Rage Blade, for example. Not Rage Blade, into the Rapid Fire Cannon. Not shit. What's the item called? Ruined Hurricane.
There you go. There we got him.
So yeah, I mean, I do think their scaling is a little bit nerfed because of that. As we can see, he is starting to finish up his tier now. Just one more minion or whatever he needs to kill or hit on something, and he shall have that completed. Cassin is also approaching that completed tier, whatever that Archangel staff. There you go.
hmm
And yeah, I mean, if you're the side of Team Harmony Dogwater, it is feeling a little bit rough right now, as especially if you're Volibear, because as this game gets further on, it's gonna start feeling a little bit more rough for you. But yep, nope, no trade there.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be having the potential to kill Volibear here. He has ultimate up, so it's going to be near impossible to stop him. Um, Both teams are just honestly looking for the other one to mess up at this rate because they're just kind of waiting around, seeing who's going to be out of position, who's going to do what. And we're going to get an engaged topside. Here goes the all-in from the Talon, but I don't think he has the sustainability against the Volibear. He does get the Ignite off to proc that Grievous Wounds, but we do see the rotation coming in from the Udyr. He might be able to catch the Talon. but Talon can just parkour away, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I do say I really like the way they have the map set up right now with the Talon in the top side, Vladimir bot side, since we did say they want to start playing towards that Baron. But as the Drake is about to spawn, I'm sure they're going to switch that around or just immediately go for the Drake as soon as it spawns. But with the TP being on the Vladimir, sending him down bot side was the right call.
Yeah. Volibear's going to be rotating, but I don't think he might just be a couple seconds late to this dragon fight. If Skarner it resets here, that's kind of going to be a rough call, honestly. I think if he rotates right now, they aren't going to have the rotation to get to the dragon in time if Team Harmony Dogwater just immediately started up.
No, that's not true. Skarner's a speedy boy in that jungle if he has his spires. So I mean,
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
So yep, no, he will get there in time.
Oh, Lord, he
Just barely.
fast. Oh, Lord, he
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Never mind. I take it back. I was wrong.
Yeah, Garner is one of those champions who can take one of those late backs, just like Udyr can as
The
well.
engage going in. Talon is going to be taking a lot of damage. Ash Arrow getting a nice stun onto the Cassin. The Cassin does fall. All of their damage numbers are going to go down. The Volibear actually having to ulti back just because he needs to be safe. And the Udyr is so low. He's going to be falling down to the Zenith Blade Q combo from Leona. Flashing, gets another Q onto the Volibear. He's not going to be able to leave, is he? Oh, no, baby. There goes the Ash. There goes the Ace. And there goes another Dragon for Apes Together Strong. What a great team fight and a great showing from Apes Together Strong here, getting onto Soul Point.
Why didn't they just send everyone Baron? That's a little bit questionable for me. I think they should have just left, like, say the Vladimir soloing that Drake and sent everyone else towards Baron and made it, like, you know, snowball this lead even further with this 3k gold lead. I mean, they're going to get this tower, making it closer to a 4k gold lead, but had they just gotten that Baron as well, just imagine the pressure they would have on this map right now after those resets.
I feel like it may have just been a call because both of their damages were relatively low, and because of the resets from Harmony may have gotten them worried, because if they get one misplay here, they Cassin can slowly carry away from this game. Overstaying could potentially ruin you guys, as Cassin might be able to pick up yet another kill here. They are going to give it to him as well. They know the potential of late game Cassin. They know the dangers it is, but now, because Apes Together Strong are on Soul Point, they need to be fighting for this next dragon, and it's going to be weighing on them. If they lose that dragon, it's going to be so much harder for the Cassin to assassinate anyone.
Yeah, it sucks to be Leona in that situation too. I mean, you overstayed with your lane partner right there, and I mean, you had to be the sacrificial lamb as the support usually is.
Yeah, the
One
sad
thing I
story
will
of
say,
supporting.
yeah, one thing I shall say though is this Varus has this 50 CS lead, but just not really amounting to much because the Ashe having been a part of those 8 kills she has been a part of, having that slight gold advantage. And I mean, it just feels bad if you're that Varus because you have played a really good game. It's just there's not much you can do about it. And thankfully, this game you have one saving grace in that Kassadin to help you try to carry this game.
Yeah. Real MVP that team fight was definitely the Ash Arrow. Seeing it
Yeah.
land onto the Cassidin there, the damage was stunted after that. Like, there was no winning that team fight after your Cassidin was fallen. Like, Varus was unable to really do much as the Vladimir and the Skarner are just going to run past your front line, you know, and get you as well. So, Ash playing that team fight really, really well, and she has a Kraken, so she can deal with the front line that is Volibear and Udyr as the team of Apes Together Strong does the rest. And as we talk about that, Karma is getting caught out. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to leave. Oh, Volibear's there. Everything's fine. Now,
Nice red buff.
is it just me, or do they really like contesting that specific red buff?
I think they just have the red buff timer like down to a T, so they're just going in as a team, invading every time they possibly can.
Yeah.
Does he get the reward? Yes,
You know, it's been working. I'll give it to that.
Yeah.
Like, it's been going great, but it's been like like they've contested more red buffs than they have been contesting the Rift Herald.
I know.
It's pretty
So
great.
sad. It depresses me so much.
Engage Cassidin going on to the Vladimir. Vladimir ulting. He's going to get some health back. He has his second Q proc being able to proc here. Not going to be enough to stop that Cassidin, though. He has his 2 items. He is going to be a menace from here on out. He's going to be definitely someone we need to watch for in these next couple team fights.
Yeah, it feels bad sitting on 1,000 gold for that Vladimir and having to die like that. I mean, probably didn't have anything to buy, but it still feels bad whenever you die with a large amount of gold in your pocket. Maybe it makes you think you should have just reset and done something with that. But just looking at vision on the map, just a minute ago, we had a bunch of vision laid out on the bot side. But as you can see for Team Harmony Dogwater, it's slowly rotated up towards that Baron. So it's becoming very evident that both of these teams know that the next huge objective to get is Baron. Although I kind of question that on the side of Team Harmony Dogwater because Apes Together Strong is on Soul Point. That's something you cannot afford to let go to the side of Apes Together Strong because if they get Ocean Drake, that's all but over for you guys. I don't care how well Cassidy and Avaris quote unquote scale, you are not going to be able to burst through that three stacked Ocean Soul.
Yeah. And then on the flip coin, as well as that, is just like, hey, yeah, go take that dragon. We dare you. We're just going to take the Baron.
Pretty much, yeah. So I mean, it is good to have that vision there, but it's a really tough position to be in with no ward coverage in the bot side river and Apes Together Strong getting the prio on Dragon right now.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be a huge fight. We have to watch this one very closely here, folks. As Kasten is on to the flank there, he's going to be able to grab a pick. Udyr is going to be coming in, getting that stun onto the Skarner there. They're going to try to do their best. The Skarner does ulti, but it's going to be CC'd down. Here comes the Volibear. He's going to get another stun off. Ash and Karma are going to be coming into this fight now. And then the Kasten is going to be focused on. He's trying to escape, but the Vladimir is going to be on that back line. He's going to be doing as much as he can. On the other side of the map, we see Varus doing the damage onto the Volibear. That is not going to be enough, as Talon is going to be getting a double kill onto the Varus, onto the Kasten. The damage dealers are down, and Apes Together Strong will come out on top here. Zenith Blade in max range, landing on the Volibear, is going to be getting that, and that is going to be the next dragon, and that is going to be the Dragon Soul itself as well. Talon playing that fight amazingly and being able to take out 2 of the main damage dealers there, getting into the backline, and on top of that, they're going to put salt in the wound and get that Baron for sure.
Thankfully, because like they could have done this last time. Just got the Baron. I'm not going to nitpick that now because now they're getting this Baron with ease this time. But I mean, it does suck to see that they didn't get it earlier. Maybe we could have ended this game a little bit sooner, but it does feel really good to be the side of Apes Together Strong once again, playing a really clean game so far.
Yeah, honestly, though, they've been really great with their shot calls. They've been on top of the Dragon picks. They've been on top of their positioning in every team fight that we've watched. And, like, you saw that Kasten and the team was like, yes, kill Skarner, get the Dragon. But they couldn't kill him. He's so tanky and so... He built a force of nature, so he knew Kasten was going to go on to him. He has that chem tank, so he's going to be able to escape with that slow after that as well. And then even after the team fight, even when they focused Skarner, he still came out on top with 75% HP and then went over to do Baron after that, which is great. Ash Arrow going on to the Varus. That Varus is done.
Rest in peace, my guy. Oh my god. Yeah. This Ash is doing a lot for this team, actually, this game. She's been up to 12 of the 13 kills.
You know what? Ash Arrow's on point. Even though she hasn't been credited to any of these kills, she has been an absolute menace in every team fight, landing them on crucial targets every single time and getting picks constantly throughout this match.
And this is why Ash support is what it is. I honestly hate Ash support so much.
Oh no, that was warded, baby. There goes the Volibear. He's going to have to ulti out of that. That Volibear ult is down, and now they have the option to continue the progression, but they are just going to go and contest that red buff once more. That red buff has been in so much pain from blue side.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess, I don't know.
Oh, they're not going to take it. I'm surprised.
I think you just shove out both bot and top and keep those waves shoving. It's a smart idea, not to back there. Oh. But
I like the meme.
Yeah. If you're the side of Team Harmony Dogwater, though, I mean, it's getting really, really tough to try to figure out what can you do to get back into this game. And I mean, maybe them getting Baron is probably one of the best things for you, and shoving out these waves is one of the best things for you, so you have those minions to farm up and probably put onto the Varus, as he seems to not be able to get kills in these fights. And he needs to be strong in these fights. I mean, not much else you could do without him. I mean, Cassidy can't do it alone.
Yeah, I agree. And now we're going to be able to... yeah. They have to rotate 3 people to this red buff. They're so paranoid.
Ah, yes, the red buff steal.
They're just like, they're gonna be around the corner, I swear.
Surprisingly, not taking it. They just warded it for fun.
This is what I call getting into the opponent's brain right here.
Yep. All right, Ash taking her own red buff. So let's see if they try to invade on that red for someone else. I mean, there's no one else. Maybe Talon would want it.
Maybe.
All right, nice bot lane, nice bot tower being taken. No one was sent down for that whatsoever. Kind of interesting, 5-man bot.
Bear's got the red buff. He's like, I got it, boys. We're good. We're good.
Yep. Kind of weird though, as he went lethality. Varus isn't really looking to auto attack, looking more to just poke out with that Q.
Oh, here goes the engage. The Ash Arrow going out and is going to be able to stop that front line that is going to be fronting on the Vladimir. They are going to be pulling out onto the Varus there. That Cassidy is going to be done as well, as he was too far deep, and the Vladimir is going to be able to solo the Varus in the back line there, and Vladimir getting another kill onto Karma, and then we get the final cleanup on to the Volibear. This is going to be game over. GG. Apes together strong. Played both games phenomenally. You just saw how they're like, all right, we're strong now. Fight, 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 fight. We got these dragons,
Yeah.
and they showed an excellent performance in these last 2 matches.
Wow, what a phenomenal game on the side of Apes Together Strong. Played really cleanly. I mean, there isn't much else. There isn't much to call out that went bad on the side of Apes Together Strong, other than like Leona dying, being overextended once, and then Vladimir being overextended a few times. But other than that, team fights played to a T, and Ash Arrows on point, targeting the right people, always hitting the right person to start a fight or prevent a fight from breaking out on the side of Team Harmony Dogwater.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's do our final takeaways. Who do you think was the ace MVP of this match?
So let's start with the ace. I believe the ace has to be the Cassidon. I mean, he held his own versus the Talon lane, which shouldn't be a very good lane for him whatsoever. While he didn't have a gold lead, he did have a lot of pressure in fights for his team. I would have maybe given it to Varus if he could have done a little bit more and maybe switched up his build or something and could have been more effective. But sadly, that wasn't the case this game. Did still play farm really well on the Varus and was up 65 CS on the Ashe, but just wasn't able to get it done otherwise. And on the side of Apes the Other Strong, I would say it has to go to the Ashe. I mean, a part of 15 out of 18 kills, was always there when she needed to be. Ash arrows were always on point, and she did everything she needed to do. And I mean, the scoreboard tells you that she did what she needed to do.
Mm-hmm. Even though she wasn't credited to a lot of those kills, her Ash Arrows time and time again showed up to be a vital team fight changer in every single team fight, and it actually led to this slow victory as well. So I completely agree with, honestly, both of those picks from you as well, and I have the exact same standpoints. What a great match.
One thing I will say,
Mhm.
sorry, you can't let this team get Vladimir anymore to any opponent in the future. Their Vladimir is just way too flexible. It can go mid and top, and it's just a phenomenal pick. Stupid healing, absurd. Like that Vladimir healed 800 off of 1Q in the end fight. So I mean, yeah, you just can't let this team get Vladimir. It is insane.
I completely agree. Something to look out in future matches. When we come back, we have another Piltover match coming to you hot. Give us a couple minutes as we set that one up.